How to make apple cider vinegar at home. For your future apple cider vinegar, you can use any apple. Remove stems, wash them, and cut out all bruised parts. You will need large glass jar. The larger, the better. Slice your apples. Keep or remove the core, it's up to you. Keeping a core will result in a darker vinegar. Natural yeast that will ferment our apples are present on the surface of the apple, so slicing your apple into smaller slices will not speed up fermentation or improve your vinegar in any way. So depending on the size of your jar, cut your apple in slices small enough to make it comfortable to stir. Next step is to add water with dissolved sugar in it. For every cup of water, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Tap water is fine. Fill your jar with water and sugar mix to about 1 inch off the top to leave some room for fermenting apples to rise and to prevent them from touching the cloth and overspilling. To prevent from forming a mold and to guarantee a healthy SCOBY, add a tablespoon of honey and a splash of vinegar. Cover your jars with a cloth and a tight rubber band to keep flies and other creatures away from it. To prevent mold from forming, every day, once a day, stir your apples. In 3-4 days, you will see clear signs of fermentation. Depending on the apples, room temperature, and the season when you make your apple cider vinegar, the fermentation part can take anywhere from 2 to 7 weeks. It is important you finish that step before proceeding to the next one. You know fermentation is over when your mixture gone flat. There is no more bubbles, no more fizz, no more activities of any kind. Now is the time to go to the next step. Next step is to strain your apples. You can freeze some apples and use them next time you make vinegar to jumpstart fermentation. Strain your future apple cider vinegar a few times through a cheesecloth. Transfer your liquid into a clean glass jar. If you have a SCOBY from a previous vinegar making, you can add it now to speed up the process. SCOBY is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast that forms during vinegar making. Just for your records, you can write down the date you started your vinegar. Cover it with a cloth and a tight rubber band. You can attach your notes to your jars. Keep your jars in the room temperature for about a month. In a week or two, you will start see a thin film forming on the top. That is your future SCOBY and is a good sign. As long as you don't see anything blue or green, it means your future vinegar is in a good health. About a month later, your vinegar is ready. How do you know it's ready? You smell it, and if it smells strongly of vinegar, it's ready. Say hello to your apple cider vinegar. A healthy SCOBY is formed, so now we place it in a glass container for future use. To make sure it stays alive, add a little bit of vinegar to it and store it in the fridge for the next time you make vinegar, or you could use it to make kombucha tea. Strain your vinegar a few times through a cheesecloth or a paper towel. Congratulations, you just made a live apple cider vinegar, and you have a SCOBY to go with it. Apple cider vinegar can be stored at the room temperature indefinitely. Keep your SCOBYs in the fridge. Depending on the room temperature and apples you use, the whole process of vinegar making can take from 2 to 2.5 months. And if you're wondering if it's worth it, the short answer is yes, absolutely. Thank you for watching. Until next time at Rye Avenue.